Hey everyone, it's Jen at Ink Paper Rubber. Good afternoon. I do want to be sure that you all know that I am aware that it's afternoon. I know yesterday I said that I would be here this morning to show you the new tailored expressions. Unfortunately, I forgot I had a class to teach this morning, and then we have just been busy all day. I think it must be the cooler weather that has been bringing everyone out. That and the fact that some people knew that this was Tailored Expressions release day and knew that we would have a lot of the fun new products in. And so we have had people in shopping all day, which means that you're going to see there's a few holes here where I set all my product out on the table because unfortunately we have sold out of some things already. Not to worry, I am planning on putting another order probably as early as tomorrow, so we'll have more of this great stuff back in really soon. But let me go ahead and show you what we do have. So if you see something you like, you can maybe come by and snatch it before it's gone. First of all, there were some really great dies and stamps that would be really nice for masculine cards in this release. There are two new dies that are called Woodland Silhouettes. This is number 1. You can see that you have the leaping stag and also the stag head. And Woodland Silhouettes number 2 has the bear and the moose on it. Now there is a buffalo plaid stamp or a buffalo check stamp that we have already sold out of. It is really awesome. Would look really great with either one of these. Also, something else that I think would look really great with these is this new background stamp. This is the pine bough background, and I really love this. It's kind of an edger. You can have it coming down from the top or in from the side, and that would look really great with these woodland animals. Another really great die for your outdoor scenes is this new Build a Scene die, and this one is Snowdrifts. You get these 3 dies in it so you can create all kinds of lovely drifty snowy scenes. Keep in mind that you can totally use these for things besides snowdrifts. You cut them out of green and all of a sudden you have some nice rolling hills. Even if you already have some dies like that, you might want to check these out because these are probably a little bit different shape than you have, and so this lets you really build really nice layered scenes. There was also some new stencils that came out in this release. We only have one of them left. It's this really beautiful Nordic snowflake stencil. I really love the geometric nature of this and kind of the Scandinavian feel. And again, a background done with that stencil would be really awesome with these woodland silhouette dies. There are some new boxed in papers in this release. This, of course, they are Christmas papers. These are pre-printed cardstock that have these really fun borders on them. These are all Christmas borders, and you get 6 different designs. See if I can get close. That's just kind of a nice swirly design. This one here. Let's see if I can get it to focus in. This one, I think, has all kinds of fun little Christmas candies on it. Here we have the candy cane stripe one with some Christmas lights, and then this pretty holly border. You get 2 of each of those designs. You can stamp on them, and one thing that I did not realize, but when I was catching up on their blog this week when they were doing sneak peeks, is these are actually toner printed. And so if you have a laminator or a Mink, you can run these through with your foils and you can actually foil these pre-printed designs on here. So just a little extra fun thing that you can do with those boxed in sets. Another background stamp in this release, really like this one. It is called the Twiggy background. You can see it is this nice frame and it has this nice opening in the center so you can put all kinds of things in there. And it has just all these little twiggies and it looks like little branches in there, some little berries, I think some pine cones and some holly leaves, and just makes a really nice background stamp. I was also happy to see that they have another entry into their cutting edge stamp and die combo sets. This one is the trees, and I love this line of trees that you get there. You get the whole row of trees as well as some individual trees, and of course your dies are included with it. This is an edge die, so it cuts out the top of those trees, and you also have dies for the individual trees, and then you also get quite a few different sentiments, so that is a really nice set. Excuse me. I was also happy to see, I wasn't surprised, but I was very happy to see that they had a new entry into their On a Hinge. You may recall that On a Hinge was a new concept they came out with in August, and basically it starts with this little hinge die right here, and that is just a really simple die. It cuts this out here, and you just use a couple of slider discs along with some round foam dots to put it on there, and then when you attach this to your project, this little part here swings back and forth, and so you can do something. This was what was before was the Witch's Legs. This set was Wicked, and it swings back and forth. Well, what they came out with for the holiday season is this adorable Santa. You can see you get his coat and his legs along with some sentiments that go. We are already sold out of the die that goes along with this one, but like I said, I will be ordering likely tomorrow, and we'll get more of this in. So if there's something that you want that I don't have, be sure and let me know, and we'll make sure we get it in for you. Something else that is perfect for the holidays, although really you can use it all year, is this new die, and this is a gift card pop-up die. And you can kind of see here what it does. You can put this on the inside of a card, and it's designed to hold a standard gift card in there. And you can use it in your card either in the landscape or the portrait mode. It will work both ways, and I'll show you a sample here in a minute, and I think you'll see a little bit more how that works. Also have some really beautiful and elegant and more religious themed items for the holidays. First of all is this cutting plate. Love this one. This one is Blooming Holiday. Has the beautiful poinsettias and greenery and holly leaves on it. This is a new entry to their Inside Scoop line of stamps. These are made primarily to be used on the inside of your cards, although there are certainly some sentiments that can go on the outside of your card as well. But this is a great way to add that little finishing touch to the inside of your card. Here are some more sentiments. This is their Words of Faith Christmas, and this has 4 really beautiful sentiments on it, and I also love the kind of little extra decoration with the little greenery and such that they've added to it. Really makes these really nice, and these also would work really wonderfully as the center to this background stamp that I showed you earlier. And finally, in holiday sentiments, we have this new hand-lettered holiday. Really love the font on this. The handwriting on this is really nice. And you just get these 4 sentiments here with this set. Some of those would go really great with this new Little Bits die. This is a Little Bits Manger die. That would be great with Joy to the World or the Simply Jesus or even Peace on Earth. Any of those would make a really nice little card. And finally, the last thing might be one of my favorite things in this release. This is a new stamp set called Let Us Adore Him. And this has these 2 stamps here that are designed to be used together. There is kind of the tree shape, and then here is the sentiment, and that is designed to fit perfectly within that tree so that you can stamp in multiple colors if you want to and get that really, really pretty look there. And then there is also this little stand down here and that sentiment. All right, one last thing to show you before we go on to some samples. There are 3 new ink colors that came out in this release. The first one is called Sea Salt, and this is a really nice pale gray. And I want to point out that this is a hybrid ink, which means that it is alcohol marker friendly and it is also watercolor friendly. So this, with that really pale color, if you want to do some of your no-line coloring, this would be an excellent stamp set to do that with. Also really like this new blue that they've come out with, Blueberry. It's a really rich, a little bit royal blue, so it's a little bit brighter than a navy blue. Just a really, really pretty color. And finally, my favorite, I am so happy to see this. We have a new green cilantro, and this is a really nice Christmas green. You would be surprised how hard it is to find a really nice Christmas green. With all the greens out there, sometimes a really nice Christmas green can be hard to come by, and this one will fit the bill to a T. All right, let me go ahead and let me show you some samples. Probably have a few samples here from some of the things I've sold out of, but that's all right. Here's a really cute sample with the new On a Hinge Satin Mary with the Santa Claus. Here are some samples with that Twiggy background, and in this one they have used the hand-lettered holiday with it. I like how they did all these different colors. It looks like they did some nice colored backgrounds and white embossed, and then used a vellum to kind of stamp the sentiment and separate that out from the background. All right, this is the buffalo plaid background, which I am out of. I'll be getting more in, but look how amazing that looks with those new Woodland Silhouette dies. Love that. Also saw some really cool samples where they made a plaid and then they cut the animals actually out of the plaid. Those would make really great guy cards. Here is one with the blooming holiday cutting plate. Look how pretty that is, and also more of the hand-lettered sentiments. Here again you can see the Twiggy background in the really pale colors there, and then there's the words of faith stamped in the center of that. Here is the Manger Little Bits along with the hand-lettered holiday sentiment. Here is a set using the Oh Come Let Us Adore Him in the center and then using the Twiggy background. So again, that lots of different things will fit in the center of that Twiggy background stamp. All right, here is the gift card holder pop-up, and see how that fits right there inside of that card. And when it pops up, you can have a gift card in there. They've used some of the trees from the Cutting Edge trees, and also I think maybe that sentiment is from the Inside Scoop. If it's not, there's certainly sentiments on there that would work great. Here is another look where the card has run the other way. So again, you can use it in a card that goes either direction. Here is a sample with the Cutting Edge trees. I really love the kind of tone-on-tone with just the gold embossing and a little bit of gold paper on there. Here is another look with those Woodland Silhouettes. Those are really nice. It looks like they have done some gold embossing and then cut those out. So keep in mind you can cut those out of pattern paper or do embossing or all kinds of things. Here is another one with the bear and the Build-A-Scene Snowdrifts, and they've also used the Snow Flurry stencil, which we are out of, but we'll get more back in to create that snowy background. And again, here is the Cutting Edge trees, and they've used the Snowdrift dies to create the snowy hills. And just a couple more. There is the moose. Here is the Nordic Snowflake. How pretty is that? It looks like they have used some silver glitter embossing paste to emboss that on the background and then just added the simple Mary onto there. Oh, and I had to show you this one here. This is using the On a Hinge, and I love this. Taylor created this one with Santa going down the chimney, and he's got stuck, and just picture those little legs wiggling back and forth. So, so cute. So, as you can see, lots of great things. Even though we've sold out of some, we still have a lot of really great items in. So, I hope that you will take some time and come by and see us and check it all out. Hope you all have a great evening, and we look forward to seeing you soon. Goodbye.